Friends, how many of you believe that being born a human being itself is a big blessings? Please raise your hands. Oh, thank you very much. But how many of you agree with me that as human beings we have got tremendous potential and we can achieve holistic well-being to a almost infinite level if we so desire? How many of you agree with me? Yeah. Thank you. But I welcome each one of you for this favorite topic of mine called the pathway to life mastery. And I really want to acknowledge each one of you who are present in this room, plus all those people who are watching on the video. For you, in my opinion, represent the top 10% of the world's population who are really interested in consummating your full life and living the life to the zenith. The research also proves that you are among that 10% of people who are also the most wealthy and the most prosperous and the most holistically having a higher well-being in life. Okay, so I really want to acknowledge each one of you. Can we just acknowledge ourselves for this by giving a big round of applause to each other? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I really mean that, because celebration and acknowledgement is very, very essential for human beings to really grow in any areas of life. Friends, after this I want to just give you a small brief about what is it that we're going to cover in the next 90 minutes. As this topic says, we are going to look at the pathway, the steps towards life mastery. Of course, life is a very holistic thing, and I want to check upon 7 areas of life which, when it is worked on continuously on a sustained, consistent basis, then it leads to you achieving a life mastery or living your life to the full. Okay, so I will be touching upon all those 7 areas, so that by the end of this 90 minutes, what I really wish for each one of you is you should be able to take action on each of those areas so that you start seeing the change in your life. How many of you would like that? How many of you would like that? Please raise your hands. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. And after that, I will also give you a small exercise. Okay. Because I, for one, as a trainer, coach, teacher, believe that the participants who have invested their time, effort, money should be able to put this concept into practice. So I'll give you a small exercise to just give you a reflection as to where you are in your life mastery dimension. Okay. So you'll be able to take your own call. Nobody else is going to do it. You are going to do it yourself, so that you know by the end of this session what is your level of life mastery determined by yourself. Will that be interesting? Hello? Will that be interesting? So I will do that as well, so that by the time you walk out of this particular room, by the time you finish seeing the video, you would have a handle on your life. That's what is my promise to you. Okay. My only request to you is, please pay full attention, and my request to you to participate in whatever we do. Even if you are watching a video, participate. Take a notebook, write it down. Whichever point you find useful, write it down. Because I, for one, as a learner, teacher, coach, know that if you don't write it down, what's going to happen is, by the time you, within the next 72 hours, the entire whatever you know will just get vanished. 95% of whatever you learn, if you don't note it down and repeat it, it will get lost. So I really urge you that, as I can see most of you in this room, as well as those people who are watching the video, I would request you that please take notes. Please take notes and ensure that you are able to take it back for you to take action on that. Okay, I just put this off so that it doesn't become a... I will also request others, if you have got a mobile, please put it on the silent, because that can become a big disturbance for all of us. Okay, so before I start, can I just share with you a little bit background of my study on this topic? Can I? Sure. I have been a coach, trainer for the last 25-30 years, and I've had the good fortune of training more than about 1 lakh of people in more than 10,000 seminars both in India and abroad. And this particular topic of really interest to me, because I, for one, believe my mission in life is to empower, enable, educate every human being whom I train, to help him to identify his self-created barriers, so that he will be able to remove those barriers and thereby live a full, prosperous, and a very healthy life. This is my mission of life. And in lieu of that, I have been doing a lot of research. This is one of the book which is one of the best-selling books in the self-development area, called The Unleash Your Potential. Okay, and I did a lot of research on that. Almost 7 years back, this book was published. It's already into the 3rd edition right now. And during the writing this book, of course, I reminisced all that I learned in the last 20 years from various great teachers in my life, right from Guru Rishi Prabhakar to Mr. Apuresh Acharya, to Brian Tracy, to Tony Robbins, to Blair Singer, all of these great masters who have taught me on this topic of life mastery. This book contains many of those thoughts, learnings and practices which I have been doing and living in my own life, and the successes and the challenges which I have had in my life. Okay, so this has been one of the things from where I'll be sharing with you a lot of these books, a lot of the points which I'll be sharing. Second book is, of course, this Jogging for Life Success. Friends, as you all know, I was a very, very keen sportsman right from my childhood. I played for India in basketball, and I still coach children in basketball, and I still play basketball at this time and age. And this was a book which I wrote on the basis of my coaching stint to the children whom I coach, especially during the summer vacation for the last 18 years. And out of the coaching which I did the children, I distilled out 7 principles for life, which I could see was relevant to the game of basketball as well as for life. So this book is called as a Jogging for Life Success Principles for Being the Top of the World. This also covers many of the things which I will be covering from this. This also has been very well accepted by all the readers. This again is in the 3rd edition. So these are some of the sources from which I wanted to share with you. And of course, the one more book which is coming out is called The Sales Master, the 21 key elements to win the game of life and selling. This is again based upon various qualities which I feel are required for every human being to really have a life mastery. That book will be released in the month of March 2020, which will be available for in all the Amazon and the bookstores in India. So why I share with you all this is because, my friends, I have been a keen learner, implementer and experiencer of these principles which I will be sharing with you, and I have a total conviction on them, and I have practiced them to the extent I have been possible. Not that I have been perfect in that, but I found that it has been very, very useful and relevant to you. What I urge you is, when I give you those points, please make it a point to note it down and practice it today. Is it a commitment? Hello? I can't hear you. Yes. Is it a commitment? Yes, good. So let me just take you through that. Through a small, it's a pyramid actually. It's a pyramid because my friend, this is a pyramid, okay? And as you can know, being a pyramid, the one which I will be talking to you first will be in the bottom of the pyramid. So when it is in the bottom of the pyramid means what? The base. Base means the foundation. Brilliant, sir. Face in the foundation, because that means that is first most important. The first thing which I tell you will be the most important. The first important thing which I wanted to emphasize upon is the first area or dimension which you need to really work on in order for you to master your life is your physical body. What's the word, please? Physical body. This physical body of ours, my friends, as you appreciate, is a vehicle in the journey of life. Your quality of your journey will depend upon the quality of this particular vehicle. If this vehicle is well maintained, if this vehicle is full of energy, if this vehicle is full of vitality, automatically you would be able to drive it well, and automatically in the road of the journey of your life, you automatically will be able to enjoy the life. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, if this vehicle of yours is like a Mercedes, BMW, 6 Series, automatically, when you cruise through the highway of your life, automatically you will be able to enjoy the life. Yes or no? On the other hand, if it is a Katara Fiat, okay, which is not well maintained, and if you are cruising on the highway of your life, what will happen?
It's become a hurdle.
it will become an absolute hurdle and a painful process. Yes or no? That's why it's very, very important that without this physical body being really energetic, vital, I'm sure you really cannot live a very, very delightful, joyful life. Yes or no? Yeah, this is a very important thing. And physical body involves, you taking care of this health, even the energy level, and also your vitality. And for that, it's very, very important things which are important is the food which you intake, the breathing which you do. I have covered these points in my earlier lectures. It's very, very important that the thing which you have to take care of is your breathing, your food intake, the water intake. These are all very, very important, and the rest which you give to the body. Okay. So all these are very, very important for you to ensure that you are able to maintain this body well. Out of all this, I want to just again re-emphasize one more thing, and I want to ask you a question. Without water, how many days can you live? Without food, how many days can you survive? And without breathing, how many days can you survive? Hello?
Not more than 5 minutes without breathing.
Brilliant, absolutely. So out of these three things, which is most important? Breathing is important. So that's why our ancient gurus and rishis, they had really mastered through yoga and through other yogic practice like yogasanas and pranayama. They really gave you the science of breathing, because without breathing you can't live for more than 3 minutes. Unfortunately, have any of us been ever trained in breathing? Has anybody told you how to breathe? What is the right way of breathing, especially in your school where we have spent 15 to 18 years? Was any class ever taken on breathing? Hello? No. Unfortunately, this is what is the imbalance of our education system. Breathing is the most important thing for your physical well-being. If you can really take a full breath on a continuous basis, you'll automatically see that many of your physical body needs to keep it vital is taken care of. Okay. Second one, between food and water, which is more important? Water is more important. Again, 72% of your body is water. Okay. 98% of your brain is water. So understandably, you have a good intake of water, you would not be really doing justice to the physical well-being of your body. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is again a second important aspect, which is you need to consume water on a regular basis and keep your body hydrated. And third important thing which I said is about food. Food again is important, but food, the type of food that we eat, is it always nourishing? Should be nourishing, but is it normally nourishing? Normally I want to ask you a question. Normally after you eat your food, do you feel very energetic or sleepy?
Depends upon lifestyle, what kind of food you are taking.
Yeah, but generally what happens? What do you see in the general population?
Drowsiness.
Generally drowsiness, right? That means what? That means the food which you intake is consuming more energy than it is giving. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because of which you feel drowsy. You're right, sir? Absolutely right. Thanks for being truthful. You feel drowsy and sleepy because the body wants to use more energy in order to digest that food than it takes. Whereas if you, as you rightly said, I fully appreciate your point which you said, sometimes if the type of food which you eat, for example, if you take only fruits, you take nuts, you take salads, just experiment it today. In the night, you just take salad and fruit and sleep and see what happens in the morning. The type of food the type of sleep you got and how you wake up in the morning. Even just a matter of one meal can show a difference. But unfortunately, the type of food which most of us consume is oily, is dead food. And it actually takes away more energy than what it's supposed to give. And because of which you feel drowsy. And food today has become like a poison. And it has actually become a thing which takes away your physical well-being. And the fourth important thing, my friend, which I wanted to share with you is about the exercise, the movement part, exercise part. It is very essential that you also need to exercise this body. Because this body is a musculoskeletal system. This needs to be lubricated. This has to be taken care of. And understandably, you give the body the exercise, that body cannot remain as vital, as vigorous, as energetic as it is. Yes or no? So this again is very, very important. You need to exercise. You can't be a couch potato and expect the body to remain energetic. For you to be energetic, you need to walk, you need to run, you need to exercise, you need to do yogasanas, you need to do various other physical exercises and movements in order for you to ensure that your body remains physically fit. So friends, I touched upon 4 important aspects which enables you to keep your physical fitness, which is the foundation for your life mastery. So can we just repeat it again? First, for the first one? Breathing. Brilliant. Second one? Water. Third one? Food. And fourth one? Exercise. But these 4 things has to be done. You need to be aware about it. What I really appreciate all of you, that's why I complimented all of you who are there here, and plus those people who are watching the video, that you are the people who are interested to learn about this. Because even if you have learned it once, it doesn't work. Unless it repeatedly told to you, then it goes into your subconscious mind, it becomes a habit. Because these things has to become a habit. To breathe deeply. The habit to drink water continuously. The habit to eat good food. The habit to do exercise. When you do this continuously, then you will see that your physical body, which is your actual vehicle for your journey of life, starts becoming that vibrant, that energetic, that healthy body, which becomes the foundation for your life mastery. Is it useful? Okay. So first, okay, second. Now after this is over, let me take you to the next level in the pyramid. Okay. Next level in the pyramid is what it's called emotion or meaning. Okay, but I wanted to tell you this: we as human beings, we are called as emotional beings. Hello, yeah, we are all emotional beings. Yes or no? Most of our decisions in your life are emotional decisions. Even though you logically, you emotionally take a decision and then logically you convince yourself, or logically you justify it, but all your decisions are emotional, because ultimately we human beings are governed by your subconscious mind, which is what this 90% of your brain. Okay, and has all your old memories, old experiences, old beliefs, which are all lodged in your subconscious mind, is what is governing you, is what is giving you your actions and behavior. So you need to know how you take care of your emotion. Because friends, as I told you, let me just go a little bit deeper into this. Okay. Just to take a small thing. We as a human being, if you see, this is our brain, right? There are 2 parts to the brain. What are the 2 parts? Which is the smaller one? Which is the bigger one? No, those are of course the functional part. Absolutely right. One is conscious and second is the subconscious brain. Okay, and which is more powerful? Subconscious brain. Why is it more powerful? It's almost 80% of the total part. Second, one more reason why subconscious is so very powerful. So I want you to get present to it. Subconscious works for what duration? Round the clock, absolutely. And conscious brain? Only when you are awake. And subconscious brain has been working since when? Right from your time we were in my mother's womb. Whereas your conscious brain has been working since when? Yes, after you, about 3 to 4 years, after you really got present your senses. Yes or no? That's why this subconscious brain is good. And this conscious brain is also called as what? Anybody? It's also called as the logical brain. And subconscious brain? Anybody? The subconscious brain is also called as unconscious. No. Good attempt.
It's unconscious rather than subconscious.
No, yeah. Actually subconscious brain today can be programmed also. But it is also like, opposite of logical is?
Emotional.
Yeah, it's an emotional brain. What's the word? Emotional brain. So that's the reason why most of your decisions are all taken by subconscious brain. That's why you are,
Emotion.
that's why we said human beings are emotional beings. Okay? अगर आपको मैं कुछ स्टोरी बताऊं, कोई कुछ ऐसा एक इमोशन में आपको मैं झुंझला दूं, तो आप क्या हो जाते हो? आप भावुक हो जाते हो ना, you get attracted, you get engaged, ऐसा ना? जब भी मैं कुछ स्टोरी बताऊं, so why we get,
Make our mind tense.
yeah, because we are all emotional beings, we are all governed by emotional beings.
Movies also
Yeah.
equals more
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
Watching movies.
Absolutely. Why do you watch movie? Because it's all story and they always give you some emotion. They give us problem, they give a solution, and they entangle the whole thing and they make you grip it. And today it's all the serials. Why do you every day watch serial? I don't know, those buggers keep on playing on what? Playing what of yours?
Why everybody just are playing on the emotion?
Absolutely, they are all playing on emotion. Yeah, right. Absolutely, you're right. Everybody who wants to be this thing, play on emotion. Yeah, even if you want to convince somebody, not you want to influence somebody, persuade somebody. Yeah, emotion does play a very important part. Yes, important thing. So what I wanted to say was, so you need to know, keep your emotional well-being in a proper manner. And remember, emotion is in your hands. Emotion is energy in motion. Okay, emotion is energy in motion. Okay, and we have both the positive emotions and negative emotions. So if you ask me, there are two primary emotions that human beings play with. Which are the two? Anybody? The two primary emotions. Very good. Yeah. Brilliant. Very well said. Absolutely right. It is two extremity. If you see, one is the positive one is the negative one. If you see this, the most positive one is the love, and the most negative one, which is the mother of all the negative emotion, is fear. Yes or no? So it's all an interplay between love and fear. So when you bring out love emotion into your life, if you put love emotion into anything that you do, what will you get? You get positive results. Okay, you get positive. Will you get life mastery or life slavery? Life mastery. Yeah. So that's what it is. If you see all, compassion, empathy, gratitude, kindness, loving kindness. It all has got a base of what? The love. Okay. Anger, hatred, revenge, jealousy. All of them have got what? All of them have got fear as a basic thing. Fear, insecurity, all of them. So friends, you need to, it's an interplay of love and fear. Which one do you allow it to dominate? Are you allowing love to encircle you, or are you allowing fear to envelop you? The choice is yours. Right? And as you all know earlier, I have told you, love is nothing but a combination of these four words. C-R-R-K. Okay? C is for caring, respectful, responsible, and knowledgeable. So whenever you want to bring love emotion into play, you need to get all these four elements. You have to be caring, you have to be responsible, you have to be respectful, and you have to be knowledgeable. And you can see this, if you put all these four elements into play in any area of your life, and you can see the results that will happen in your life. Okay? Let me give an example. For example, in your job, or whatever vocation, or whatever work you do, if you are careful about your job, if you are responsible in your job, if you are respectful towards your job, if you are knowledgeable about your job, what will happen to the job? You will get, what is the title of today's topic? Mastery. Yes or no? Similarly, let's take our own country. I'm sure all of us love our motherland, right? Okay. If you show care towards your motherland, you are respectful towards your motherland, you are responsible towards your motherland, and you are knowledgeable about your motherland, what will happen to our country? Yeah, we'll become a Sone ki chidiya again, right? We'll become the golden land. So whenever you apply love emotion into your actions, into your behavior, it automatically leads to this. And the opposite is that of fear. And this, my friends, I can tell you, you can cultivate it. Okay? You can cultivate it. It's all a choice. Emotion is a choice. Okay? It's absolutely, emotion is like a key. Are you keeping the key with yourself? Are you giving the key to others? Okay? Some person who's always angry, hatred, full of fear and all the negative emotions. Okay? Is it easy to trigger him? उसको थोड़ा भी अगर trigger दे दो, क्या करता हो? He'll flare up, right? That means what has he done to his life? What has he done to his life? Yes. He has given the control of his life to whom? To others. Okay? Whereas if you are peaceful, if you are calm, if you are centered, okay, that means what happens? Even if somebody tries to tickle you or provoke you, but you see some people don't get disturbed. Why? Huh? Sthita prajna. Sthita prajna मध्ये कुठलाही असतं. What is the basic emotion? They are basically shant असतात. Absolutely shant, peaceful, and they are in love with themselves. They are okay with themselves. Yes or no? They are in self-approval mode, and that's what gives them that sthita prajna, and that's why they are equanimous. That's what Lord Buddha, the greatest saint from our land, said the same thing, right? Okay, this is, my friend, what I talk about. The second important the step for your life mastery. Okay, let me put that up in the center, because here we are talking about a life mastery pyramid. Life mastery pyramid. Okay, emotion and meaning. So many times what happens is, the meaning that you give to things is what makes you react or respond. Okay? Some people, give wrong meaning to various things, occurrences in their life, and they automatically get provoked. I fully agree with Wayne Dyer, who says beautifully, if you change the way you look at things, the things which you look at changes. Yes or no? This is one of my favorite thoughts, which I always keep on repeating. When I change the way I look at things, the things which I look at changes. That means what? When I change the meaning I give to various things in our life, automatically the things look differently. Some people may think, अरे हमारे country में ना इतना population है, अरे इतना गर्दी है, इतना शोर शराबा है. Okay. On the other hand, if you see, boss, so many people are there, so many halla balla is there. That's a cause for celebration. And India today is looked at by the world over. Everybody wants to come and do business here. Why? More customers. We are good in numbers. We have 1.25 billion people. The big market, right? So you can look at one side as too much crowded, on the other side you can see it as a center for business and growth. It all depends upon how you look at it. How you look at it. Okay? So everything in life depends upon what meaning or what emotion you bring into looking at it, and it's all in your hand. I want this to be understood by everybody, that emotion is not governed by external factors. Okay, it's in your response. Okay, there's an important formula which I wanted to just give it to you. I'll put it up here in the small thing here on the side. It's called E plus R is equal to O. E is the environment, R is the response, O is the output. Environment, is it in your hand? No, absolutely right. Environment is not in your control. Is the output under your control? Hello? No, not fully. What is in your control? All that you have a control is your response. So if anybody wants to have mastery over your emotions and meaning, which is the second ladder towards life mastery, you need to be very much in control of your emotions. You should know how you respond. You should not be reactive. So reactive is it a human behavior or an animalistic behavior? Reaction, is it a human behavior or animalistic behavior? It's animalistic behavior. You throw a stone at a dog will immediately pounce at you or bark at you, right? Because it's an animal, it can't think. Whereas we human beings, even if somebody throws a stone at you, you will first think over it, have a small gap, think over it, and then you respond, right? Because you have a choice. There's always a gap between your response and your action. Okay, so that's what is the importance about difference between human beings and the lower animals. Okay, that's where emotion is in your hand, and you need to work on your emotional well-being. Yes or no? And it's in your hand. Today they say that emotional well-being, EQ is more important than IQ. It's because of this. Because if you are emotionally not matured, if you are emotionally not competent, or if you are emotionally not matured, okay, you can be a big liability. Because today in big organizations, all a teamwork. If I may be very, very talented, but if I am emotionally imbalanced and I start shouting at people and discouraging them, demotivating them, will I be a good member?
No.
I will be a liability, boss.
Coordination will not.
Yeah, it's many times people don't prefer high talented people with a low EQ. They would prefer a medium level intelligence, but the high level of EQ is already preferred. Okay, so that is the second aspect, friends, which I wanted all of us to know, which is the emotional stability. Okay, the third point in this thing is, in the life mastery thing is, what's the word? Relationship. Okay, relationship. They say we human beings are social animal. What's the word? Social animal. Okay, so we all live we can't live alone. Can we? Yeah, if human beings stay alone, lonely, they will die. In fact, there was a lovely experiment done in US where for a newborn human baby, they took a newborn human baby, they did an experiment. Okay, they had six newborns put into two categories. 6 newborns here, 6 newborns here. For 6 newborns, they fed them good amount of nutritious food. But one set of 6 newborns, they did not touch them. There was no cuddling, no touching, no interaction with them. They was just given food, that's all. Whereas the other one was given all the food, the cuddling, the touching, the nurturing. You will not believe it, within a matter of just 36 hours. Hello, how many hours? 36 hours, this child which was only fed but not given that human touch started losing their various power of their various organs of the body. Within 72 hours, that entire experiment had to be closed, aborted. Hello? That shows what? That shows that we human beings are absolutely social animal. Within 72 hours, they had to abort the entire experiment. Because within 36 hours, the child started losing the power of the various organs of the body. So this shows, similarly with all of us, if you don't have loved ones around us, I promise you our life would be absolute hell. Yes or no? In fact, one of my teachers, Mahatriya, whom I really revere, he says, your happiness quotient depends upon how harmonious is your relationship with your near and dear ones. You would be a happy person provided you have an harmonious relationship with the people who really matter to you. And you would be a miserable person, even though you may have all the money in the world. You may have all the success in your career. You may have all the popularity in the world. But if your relationship with your near and dear ones who really matter is not harmonious. Hello? How many of you agree with me? Raise your hands. Thank you. Yeah. That is what is the importance of this third ladder towards life mastery. And relationship building is a science and a art. It's a learnable skill. Relationship you should know how to build relationship. Yes or no? Relationship comes not from taking, from giving. Relationship is a responsibility. It's not an opportunity. If I consider with my friend, it's an opportunity for me to take away things from him, will my relationship with him good? Will he love me? Will you love me if I have only come from taking from you? Or will you love me when I come to give it to you? I say, okay, you all have come spending your Saturday afternoon here. Let me give you maximum value and go. Okay. When I come from that type of a being, will there be more rapport, engagement and love between us? Hello? Hello? Yeah. So that's how the relationship is built. Relationship is built when both of them take responsibility towards it. And it always comes when the relationship always builds when there is inclination to give, not to take. Okay, that's how the trust gets built. Today why in this world, unconditional trust, unconditional giving. And one more important reason is, today in this world, why, especially in a big cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, Calcutta, why people are so sad and isolated? Because the relationship has become transactional. It has not become emotionally debinded. Everybody looks at how I can benefit from the other person. And that is sad. That is very, very sad. Because remember, in this world, whatever you give, that's what you get. So relationship is actually a skill which has to be learned with the first important thought process that relationship is a responsibility. It's not an opportunity to transact or to gain something from the others. Yes or no? So when you come from giving, automatically you'll get. People sometimes say, nobody loves me in this world. I'm so lonely. Why? Because you are not giving. Brilliant, sir. Because you are not giving. Because you are not giving, that's why you are feeling that. Yes or no? Yeah, when you come from giving, automatically you will get it back. Not from everybody, but most of them. Yeah. So that's how the relationship is a third important foundation. It has to be learned. It has to be understood. It has to be cultivated. It has to be practiced by all of us. If you practice it, you start seeing the benefit. And as human beings, when you see the benefit of it, you'll start doing it more often. And then you will have a circle of people who are always willing to give you, share with you, and thereby give you that care, respect, responsibility and knowledge. And this gives you a sense of fulfillment and well-being. Yes or no? That's what is ultimately the aim of life mastery, right? Was it useful till now? Are you benefiting? Are you learning something new? Hello? I'm asking you all. Are you learning something?
Yes.
Is this useful?
Of course.
Okay, good. Awesome. So till now what we saw? The bottom of the pyramid was the physical body. We thought about 4 things. First one is breath. Second one is water, food, exercise. Okay. Second one, emotional being. Emotion is, you've got, emotion has got 2 extremities. One is
Fear and
love and fear. Okay. When love is the positive emotion. Okay. Love, empathy, compassion, gratitude. Okay. Fear comes from hatred, jealousy, anger, all those things. Okay. It's your choice which one you want to use, which one you want to embrace. Okay. Third one is relationship. Relationship is a skill. You have to come from giving. It's a responsibility which you take. Okay. And when you start viewing a relationship as something which you have to build, nurture, and on the basis of your constant involvement in it, in constant contribution to it. They always say there are emotional bank balance. A relationship becomes strong when you keep on putting that emotional bank balance into people's mind by constantly giving something to them. Okay. Now coming to the next layer, next important thing, which is again very, very crucial for your life mastery, is the ability to manage time. Okay. Time is a very scarce commodity in your life. Yes or no? All of us got a limited time. Yes or no? We all have limited time. We have all, so it's a very democratic thing. All of us have got the same time. How you use the time, how you focus on which activity is what happens to you. Right? Yes or no? Now, can you manage time?
most of the time is managing.
Yeah. Can you manage time? Can you manage time?
Yes, sir.
No.
Time is managing.
Yeah, actually the answer is no. You can't manage time. You have to time is going to continuously keep on passing. What you have to do is you have to manage your behavior, your actions, your habits according to time. Yes or no? सुबह तो होने वाला है, 5 बजने वाला है, 6 बजने वाला है, 7 बजने वाला है. आपको 5 बजे उठना है कि 8 बजे उठना है, ये आपके हाथ में है. अगर आपको सुबह का पूरा एक अपना टाइम आपको प्राप्त करना है तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपको सुबह आपके जो उठने की जो हैबिट है उसको आपको बदलना पड़ेगा. वो आपके हाथ में है. जब वो अलार्म बेल बजेगा तो उसको स्नूज नहीं करना है, बेड से भाग उठना है और जाके अपना एक्सरसाइज और बाकी सब कुछ जो आपके जो लाइफ को पूर्ति लाने के लिए आपको जो करना है वो करना है. वो आपके हाथ में है. टाइम कैन नॉट बी मैनेज. यू हैव टू मैनेज योर एक्शंस, बिहेवियर, हैबिट्स अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट. एंड time is very, very finite. So where you focus your time is very important. And everybody has got the same amount of time. Again, it's a skill. Again, it's a science. It's a art. And it also depends upon your willpower, your awareness as to how you are able to use time for maximizing this beautiful gift of human life. Yes or no?
Yes.
And many people keep on cribbing, अरे मेरे पास time नहीं है. Is it so? It's mainly because of their own,
Making fool himself.
their own inability to manage it. That's what is making them do whatever they do. Okay, so time is one more commodity which has to be well understood. You have to schedule it. You have to have the discipline for that. You need to have the necessary amount of willpower to manage your actions and stop things which is not forwarding you in your life. Okay. Well, you know that physical body mein boss, you have to do exercise. 1 hour of exercise to be done. Okay, in 24 hours you just take 1 hour to do the exercise. Many people still don't do it unless and until one day they get diabetic or they get a heart problem or they get a blood pressure problem, then they start doing it. Till that time it is too late. On the other hand, if they had been more disciplined of spending that 1 hour every day on their physical fitness, they wouldn't have had a problem. Yes or no?
Yes.
Like emotional well-being again can happen by reading good books, spending time in such seminars, listening to some good YouTube channels of some great authorities, doing meditation, doing pranayama, spending some time in silence. All of them require what? They require discipline. They require your scheduling. They require your following that schedule. Okay. Not that you're going to work all the 24 hours, but you can remove those chunk of time and invest it in all areas of life: physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, spiritual. Okay, you need to do every day. You should read at least half an hour of a good book. Do you invest your time, effort, money on books? Because books are the frozen thoughts of great people. You can't meet Vivekananda, but you can meet him through its books. Yeah. Do you have a appropriate library in your home, which can become an inspiration for your family members to read it? We want our children to read it, but children will do not what you say, but they will do what you do. Yeah, that's what it is. That's how it is. So that again, all of them require your time discipline for that. Useful? Okay. Now coming down to the see, when you have time, then next one which is also important for you to manage is your work, career, and your mission. What's the word? Next step in the pyramid of your life mastery is your work, career, or mission. Okay, this again is very, very important. And as you can see, it is up in the ladder. Like if you are physically well, emotionally relationship is good, you are able to manage your time. Automatically, what you will be able to do? You will excel in work, absolutely sir, absolutely. And only thing is, work, the way you look at your work. Many people have this feeling that I should only be, I will do good in my work which I like. Yeah, in life it may not happen that way. Life is not is a one-way safe street. Life is always VUCA, ups and downs, volatile, uncertain, always ambiguous. Okay. Now what you need to do is you need to have an attitude that whatever work comes my way, I'll do it well. Okay. After saying, of course, I'll try to identify my unique ability. Okay. Very, very important. What I want everybody to get present to this word, and I want you to understand this concept as well, that each and every human being has got something called as a unique ability. Okay. All of us are blessed by God. This has been a proven research now. That all of us are blessed with a unique ability. You have been given some such skill, talent, which you are automatically good at. Only thing is you have to take out the time to find out what is it. And then if you pursue it, what will happen?
You'll outshine others.
Absolutely. You will outshine, you will touch excellence very easily. Unfortunately, as a human behavioral scientist, I can tell you 99% or 95% plus of the people don't take the time, effort, money to identify that unique ability that God has blessed you with alone. It comes to you, that knocking comes to you. It has been now proven in different ages, right from the age of 10, 15, 21, 45, 55, 70, different times it comes to you. That unique ability thing, oh yeah, you are good at this, do this, pursue this. Yeah, nothing becomes easy, you have to pursue that. And once if you can identify that unique ability and then devote your time, effort, money to nurture that, you will become a world class in that. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So how many of you have identified your unique ability? Good. What is it, sir?
I'm a good actor, good writer.
Good, awesome, fantastic, good. And when you are pursuing your unique ability, what happens to you? What happens to the time? What is your state of being?
Get managed.
Yeah. And you are in a different zone, yes or no? Yeah. You can. Time stands still, and you are in your flow. You are in your flow, yes or no? Yeah. And and people can experience that benefit of it. The output which comes out of that unique ability is there. But I identified my unique ability. As you all can see, what's my unique ability? Life coach, trainer, communication. Yeah, you're right. All of this, what you all rightly said. I could find out my passion is that for teaching, training, coaching, sharing. And I also identified very young, right from the age of 15, when I was a coach of basketball. In Lakshmi, where I was working as a CEO, I was a trainer. Even in Pfizer, when I was to give talks to doctors, I could see that I feel very, very nice when I am on the stage sharing something which I truly believe in. Okay. Now I also didn't jump into it very young, but by the age of around 30-35, I said this is what I want to do. So even though I run my own industry, my own company, which by God's grace is doing very well, but whenever I get an opportunity to come and address my fellow human beings, I don't lose an opportunity, because that gives me a big high. Plus, it lets me leave my purpose. My purpose is not money alone. My purpose is to see that I can make a difference by sharing something which could maybe change some people, transform people, help them to take their life to the next level. Yes or no? And that gives you a very big level of fulfillment and high in life. Yes or no? I really wish each of you should identify. I tell you, it's all there. It's all there within you. This unique ability. And my suggestion to you as your coach, as your facilitator is, if you can identify that and make that your work, I tell you, your life would be a different zone. you will be more energetic, you will be more healthy, you will be more joyful, and you will be more, you will be a more happy person. How many of you agree with me that this is what all of us aspire for? Yes or no? Yeah. Okay. So, and work, career, mission. Okay. This again is very, very important. You need to ensure that you pursue that, because see, you should be able to pursue something which you love, which the world is willing to pay, and there's a need for it in the world. And you have to ensure that you are able to transform that unique ability into that particular track as well. So you have some unique ability, but nobody is ready to pay, and world doesn't need it. What will happen? Then you will be alone. That will be more like a hobby. But if you, and I can promise you that most of the unique ability would have some need in the market, in the world, and they are willing to pay for it. That's good. Yeah. Right? Now, so let me take a small recap again. So what did we see till now? In the entire pyramid for life mastery, first one is physical body. Second one is emotion and meaning. Third one is relationship. Fourth one is time. Fifth one is work, career and mission. Okay. Now after this, the thing which comes, which many people put them in the bottom, they put this here, right? It's finance, money. Okay. But as you all can see, as you all appreciate it, my friends, all those people who are viewing the video as well, see, finance, when your physical body is full of energy, vitality, emotionally you are matured, relationship is good, you're able to manage and focus your time in the right places, you have your unique ability as your work, what will happen to finance? Paisa jhak maar ke tumhare piche aayega. Hello, am I right? Isn't it true? Money will come. You don't have to run after money. Money will run after you. Money should run after you. Money is like that butterfly. When you run after the butterfly keeps on moving up and down. But the moment you stand still, in peace, it comes in, sits on your shoulder. Yes or no? That's how it is. Yeah. Money is an energy. It's a vibration. So when you are in a high vibration, high energy, that finance gets attracted. Yes or no? So that's what is finance. Finance is nothing but energy. Finance is nothing but vibration. It's of course consciousness. Okay. When you are in all this, automatically you are in what type of a consciousness? Is it scarcity consciousness or abundance consciousness? You would be in abundance consciousness, and abundance consciousness will automatically attract opportunities. And the opportunities, you would be able to take action on it, and automatically finance will automatically come towards you. Yes or no? Yeah, that's what is the aspect about finance. Because finance is a skill. It has to be learned. It has to be understood. Because today there are a lot of nuances of finances which has to be understood. For that you need to have an alert, agile mind, which has to be kept in mind, so that you are able to take appropriate steps. But as I told you, when all these things are in place, finance will be taken care of. That's why this is the base. Then this, then this, then this, then this. See, this is area of this is more. And at the top of it, my friend, is again your spiritual sense, your contribution, and one more thing is also called as celebration, celebratory spirit. That's what it comes down to the top of it, spiritual. That's why Vivekananda said very beautifully, to a person who's hungry on an empty stomach, if you talk to him God, what will he say? What will he say?
Bread is God.
Bread is God.
Yes.
You're right. You say, you fool, shut up. What God? First of all, let me look after my roti kapada makan, right? That's why it always comes in. Some people say, अरे साधु बन गया, मैं spiritual बन गया, मेरे को पैसा वैसा का कुछ बहुत. Tell me one place in this world, any spiritual place which is poor. Hello? Tirupati is poor. Vatican is poor. Makkah is poor. Hello? Hello? They are all the richest places in the world. Shirdi Sai Baba is poor? Mahalakshmi temple is poor? In the synagogue also, tell me which synagogue? Okay, Vatican is poor? No, so it all comes when after finance is there, then you can think about spirituality. So that, see, we are spiritually good people, we are good people, we should ensure that we all become rich. Because when the money is there in the hands of rich people, it can go into rich good causes. That's very important. Okay, so that you can deploy the money in the right places. That's why it's very important that spiritual sense has to be there, and plus from there the contribution spirit is there. The contribution spirit will lead you to a celebratory spirit. Yeah, you need to celebrate. Okay? That's why now I always ask you to make some noise or do a hi-fi or have a high energy, and that's why our culture, our Indian culture is great for that. How many festivals do we have? Hello.
Each and every day we are celebrating.
Is it good or bad?
Good. Very good. Bad.
Huh?
Bad. It is a bad spending a lot of labors and all.
No, in fact I'm right. It is actually good. Our ancient rishis and ancient civilization was very intelligent. They wanted you to celebrate every day. When you are celebrating, what happens to your energy level? Hello? What type of vibration are you in?
Positive.
And when you are in a high vibration, high energy, what will happen? You are attracting high energy, high opportunity. That's why from the 1st century to the 16th century, our economy, India was the number one economy in the world. Do you know that?
Yeah.
We were the number one economy in the world from the 1st century to the 16th century. We were contributing to almost 1/3 of the world's economy. The entire world wanted to do business with us. Yeah, when I go to USA, I ask this question to the participants. Who discovered America? Where did Columbus set sail for?
For India.
So isn't it true that America got discovered because of my motherland? Hello? America got discovered because of my motherland. Isn't it true? Hello? Hello? Yeah? Is that truth?
Because of the India.
Yeah, because of India he got America got discovered. Yeah, that's the truth.
Because the start of India.
So I tell you, we are
That's why they call it Red Indian.
Yeah, right.
Because we were the black.
Yeah, we were brown.
Here.
Ours is a tan.
Yeah.
We are not black. We are brown, and brown is the tanned color which Europeans want. They don't get it, right? Yes or no? Yeah, it's true. It's true. We are blessed in so many ways. One of the reasons why I am into training, my friend, is because I want to rebuild the self-esteem of a country. We are a great civilization. We are a great country. Okay. Each one of us is so very intelligent. You know why you are so intelligent? Why are you intelligent? Why are we the software capital of the country?
We have the most knowledge and because of our ancestors.
Yeah, but why? I want to ask you, who is the CEO of Apple? Who is the CEO of Microsoft?
Indian.
Indian.
No.
Indian. Both are Indian.
They're all Indians. Who is the CEO of Novartis, one of the top pharmaceutical company in the world?
40% of the
Nothing.
doctors are Indians.
Why? 40, yeah, you're right. 35% of doctors in UK are Indians. Why? Not because of knowledge. Knowledge is there more, but you are basically intelligent by gene. No, you know why? I think let me give you a small background to that. On a birthday, normally all of you go to a temple, right? And our parents used to tell them, we used to do what? We used to go and do
Dedication.
parikrama karte the plus aarti utar. When you ask for aarti from a pujari, what do you used to ask for? He used to ask for.
Blessings.
He used to ask for something from you. Ab batao. He asks you for a gotra, right? What is a gotra? What's a gotra? Your purvaj. Your means what? Your lineage from a rishi. And what were these rishis famous for?
Their mastery of certain subjects.
Okay, they were mastery of various subjects, but what were they mastery on one thing? All of them were they were doing which practice?
Deeply spiritual.
So they used to practice what?
Meditation.
They used to practice meditation. And today it has been proven fact that meditation leads you, is such an important science. It shifts your genome, means DNA structure.
Okay.
So each one of you, my friends, and all those Indians who look in this, you're all carrying those transformed genes. That's why you're by birth so very intelligent. Hello? But unfortunate thing is, let me tell you the other side also. How many of you meditate regularly? Raise your hands. How many of you meditate regularly? Normally this is what I find, hardly about 10% of a room in India. When I go to Japan, when I ask the same question, they almost about 60% of the rooms hand is up. If you go to USA, almost about 30 to 40% hand is up. Meditation was invented where?
India. Gone there.
We have forgotten it. So one of the reasons why I am into training is to get back this legacy back into our country, and thereby ensure that we are able to regenerate, re-energize our country, and thereby ensure that we can make this country back as the golden land. Please put your mobile off, please. Okay, and we rebuild our country back as the golden land. How many of you would be interested in that? Yeah, let's do that. For that, one very important thing is to have a self-esteem, self-concept. And one of the things in which you can do this is to have this life mastery thing in place. Okay. Take care of your physical body. Take care of your emotional well-being. Have your relationship in place, especially your close people. You have to have a harmonious relationship. But when your emotions are okay, your relationship will be okay. Spend time there. See, even for relationship, very important thing is you have to spend time in the relationship. Yes or no?
Yeah.
If you want to have deep relation with anybody, what do you have to do? You have to spend time with them, right? And then ensure that whatever work you do, you always try to touch excellence. Okay, and then when you do this, automatically your finance is taken care of. But finance also needs to be taken care of. You have to take care of your money. Many times people make money and then they let it go by. Yeah, that again is important. And next one is, you need to ensure that you are spiritually conscious sense and you are always ready to contribute to people. And you are in a celebratory mode. Thereby ensure that you are able to make a difference in this world and make this world a better place to live in. Okay friends, I really appreciate each one of you for attentively listening to me and being so engaged in the entire session. I really urge each one of you, or even those people who are watching this video, please make a conscious effort to work on each of these areas: the physical, emotional, relationship, time, work, finance and spiritual, and thereby achieve life mastery, which is what I really aspire and look forward for each of you to achieve. Okay, so thank you very much and God bless.
Thank you.